Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Nick from Noobkill coming at you with another Madden video today. So guys, you know we've had Most Feared, our Halloween program in the game. It's been not bad. Nightfall has been pretty good. You guys can see a mix of players and everything like that. Of course, we got the GOAT Tom Brady inside of Nightfall as well. Now, tell me guys, how did you guys do? Which players did you guys go for? Did you guys go for a specific player? Did you guys go for the random, or did you guys go like specifically and foil somebody? Did you fool anybody? I think I was gonna go the route with Tom Brady and then try to foil with him. I think like there was a guide steward on Reddit. Shout outs to him. They did do a guide, and I said that if you could foil a player, it would not be a whole free to play. I think you would have to spend also an extra like 3,000 Madden cash or something like that to just refill staminas and everything like that. I was on that path, but then I'm like, you know what? It's so much cheaper just to do the randoms, and if we pull Tom Brady, it'd be great. But unfortunately, we did pull the punter, Kevin right there. But there has been 3 batches inside Nightfall, but today, guys, we do have our sneak peek for our part 2 inside of Most Feared. So we did say that Most Feared Nightfall was part 1. And of course, guys, huge shoutouts to our community manager, Nick. He did go ahead and live stream earlier today and give us this information. So huge shoutouts to him. But of course, guys, since we are getting this a day early, this next part 2, does drop tomorrow at 10:30 p.m. Eastern time. But what it being early, everything you see in this video is, of course, a work in progress, guys. So just take that with a grain of salt. But let's jump into it. So what is the next part of Most Feared called? You guys see it in the title. It's called Carnevil. All right, so it's like a carnival, but like with a little bit of evil, with a little play on words right there. EA is always about those play on words, those puns and stuff like that. Remember, if you guys remember playing back in those Easter, and during Easter and all those egg puns, man. I don't know who, I forget who was the one that makes all the puns, but he has a field day with them. But here we go, guys. You guys can see they do have like that like meme. I forget, it's like you know that like the anime like Nani, and then the eyes like. And then, like, they have that, like, evil look. Like, that's the vibes I'm getting off right here. I can't remember the other meme that has the same eyes. I forget what the eyes are called. But, you guys can see them right here. So, we got 4 players showing off right here. So, we do have Julius Peppers. So, that's not too bad. Nice defensive. And we got Jerome the Bus Bennis right there. A nice halfback. We also got Devin Duvernay. So, a kick return. So, of course, balancing out the special teams. Giving some love there. Hey, a kick returner is actually a lot better than a punt returner, punter, or even a kicker. So that's not too bad. I would have took that over my punter I got. And then, of course, we got Payne right there. So, of course, these are 141. All, I believe, are foiled and everything like that. But let's see what it says right here. So, come one, come all. Most Feared Carnevil, I guess, Carnevil, has arrived. Play events and complete goals to obtain big top tickets and slideshow props. So that's gonna be our I guess currency of our like a collectible item, guys, is going to be that. So the big top ticket, I think, is the currency, I believe, and then the sideshow props are going to be like your potions. So the top tickets are like your witch's brew and all that stuff. To recruit players such as Peppers, Bettis, and more, of course. Log in daily to receive rubber balls used to play the one-time event and earn bonus rewards. So just like the last program inside of Nightfall, pretty much the same. It is part 2 of Most Feared, so I don't think they're going to change the concept too much. But a lot of clowns. So I'm hoping you don't have a phobia too much of clowns, because you see a lot of clown like images here. But yeah, so that's what we got. The rubber balls are going to be your darts instead of the darts is going to be rubber balls, and you got to knock down the clowns, and everything like that. Every day at 6 p.m. Eastern, there's a main event begins. Play the main event for additional rewards. Of course, the Most Feared event does end on November 1st. So right after Halloween, bye-bye. So I don't know if players are going to augment and everything like that. That's very short of higher overalls or anything like that. So we shall see how that all works out. But jumping into the actual promo itself, you guys can see here is your main hub. Very, very similar to, of course, our last program. Pretty much exactly. Just a little bit of change to artwork. But again, If you're kind of scared of those clowns, it is kind of spooky. I'm not gonna lie, very spooky, little too scary. But you guys can see them at the bottom. So the overall requirement again is 3,300 to play the live events at the bottom. The one on the left, all the way at the top, is gonna be your ticket trade-in. So that's like your Witch's Brew event. And then you guys have your middle ones. So you have the 2 props, you have weights and fire breathers. So you can see that right there. And then of course the one on the right. So instead of being at like 2 on the side and 1 in the middle, they're doing the weights and the fire beside each other. And then the props is just going to be a random one as well. Moving on to the right of it, you guys can see we have the exact same thing. Here is your main event that does unlock every day at 6 p.m. Eastern time. There's your trophy event at the top if you do want to use your stamina in there. I don't know if that's a good idea, but you can go ahead and do that. But another thing that they do have is this like the zombie hand of course says come back on Halloween at 10:30 a.m. Eastern time. So some more stuff is going to be dropping on Halloween. Obviously, most Fear cannot have other things without Halloween happening to it. Of course, our events, guys. So you guys can see this is like the prop ones right here. This is the top. The bottom ones are all probably no stamina again, just like the last program. But it's just 20 stamina again, and it's going to give you, I believe, 2 items just like last time. So there's your weights. Here's your fire breather. I know it's scrolling, unfortunately. I think it does say ×2 as well. It's just rush for events or pass events to get you those extra yardage because and then of course there is the main event that you can play. This is going to give you 3 props, 185 overall uncommon, and of course just some more tickets. But yeah, they do have the exact same achievements in here too. Either 75 rushing and passing. Actually, not either. You do both of those, and then you finish off the one on the right, which is both of them, and you get another uncommon player. Now, I don't know if that's going to be a plus player, but moving on to here's the Down the Clown right here. So Down the Clown, this is like your little darts and balloons. So here's your Down the Clown. So I do like that. Another concept. I don't know if they're going to give jerseys again and everything like that. I know they are giving a jersey when you play the first event, I believe, of the overall ranking ones of let me get to a better picture of these live events right here. But yeah, that's what we got right there. That's going to be giving out a jersey. And I can't remember how you get the stadium. I think that's come back on Halloween. And I might be wrong on that, so don't hold me to it. But yeah, moving on to the sets, guys, the trades. You guys can see some nice things they did add, and that's one of them being they brought back the plus trades. You know, like I honestly think they shouldn't have got rid of it, and I honestly think that there shouldn't be like a different cost. It should just be like, hey man, straight up RNG. Either get a plus or you don't get a plus. Why do you make 2 different sets? But hey, I'm not going to complain. They at least brought it back, man. So they do have that. And then, of course, you have your epics, rares, your like random ones. And then the ones on the right are going to be your specific, where you put in specific players and everything like that. And then, of course, the trades itself. So this one is if you're just going to be straight going for the uncommons, guys. You're going to need 175 of those big top tickets. And then 2 props. It can be either weights or the flamethrower or the fire breather, torches, whatever they're calling it. So you're going to need 2 of those, and of course 175 tickets, but it's going to give you exactly just 1 uncommon player. Now, of course, if you want that chance to get an uncommon, rare, or epic, you will have to pay a little more. That's why I get it. It's nice that they have it, but I don't know why they're charging more. They should just like leave one set and just have it as this one right here and just, hey, you can go ahead and pull it. I don't know why they have to add another one, but it is more expensive because you do have those chances at those players, I guess. And you guys can see 5 props this time instead of 2, and then 450 tickets instead of 175. So a little bit more of an increase for, of course, having a chance. Like I said, it's a chance RNG, random number generator, and all that stuff. So moving on to our bigger version where you can put in 3 or get 3 uncommons right off the bat instead of just 1. So just quickens it up a little bit. Same cost of pricing, 1.3 thousand coins. I mean tickets, 1,350 tickets, I should say. As you guys can see right at the top here, it says 1.350 or comma, I should say, not point. And then, of course, 15 big props right there. So that's what we got right there. And then moving on to our iconics. So, yeah, you guys can see the 141s that we saw in the message of the day were our foils. They are 132s for, of course, the most feared players. I can't remember if that was, I think they're 130, I think they're 132s. I don't think they're 131s. But yeah, you guys see Peppers. We got Forrest as well. Forrest Gregg right there, an offensive tackle. You already saw Jerome Bennis. And then, of course, we got Bradbury right there, a center. So this first batch has a lot of players I do need upgrades at. Maybe not too much. Actually, yeah, everything I would be happy with. A defensive tackle, maybe not the most. So maybe not Payne. I don't really need him. But of course, everybody else I do need pretty badly. I do need a center for sure. I would love an offensive tackle. Hey, I'll take a running back as well. I'm running with a Joe Mixon card. And a kick returner is always great to have. So not too bad player section. But of course, guys, this is the first batch of players. Like we had in Nightfall, there will be more. I'm guessing there's going to be 2 right now. And then Halloween is going to drop another batch of players of something. So pretty interesting. Moving on to the sets, though, guys. I only have the picture for this last one right here. And that is, of course, just Peppers. And, of course, there's 2 different styles. It's either their weights or, of course, the sideshow torches. So yeah, sideshow weights. It could be, I think Bettis is a weights, and that would make sense. Man's a beast. All these guys are a beast. What am I saying? But you guys can see what you do need for if you want to go and build a specific player. I don't have the picture for, of course, the random, but it looks like it's 129 items instead of 145. And I don't think you need specific props as well. That's why I feel like sometimes it's just cheaper and just roll the dice. And then, of course, guys, you guys can see you do need 2 specific epic Julius Peppers. Of course, it changes depending on who iconic you are getting. So if you're getting like Jerome Bennis, is going to need 2 of him. If you want Forrest, is going to need 2 of him. You guys get the gist. Then you also need another 2 extra epic players. Those 2 can be random. And then 140 sideshow torches for, of course, Peppers. If it's a weights player, it's going to be 140 weights. And then another big one, 8,200 big top tickets right there. So that's how you guys get 1 iconic player. And if you want a foil, do that whole thing, rinse and repeat, put both of them in the set, and you got a 141 overall iconic. But yeah, guys, that is going to be our next program coming out tomorrow at 10:30 p.m. Tell me, guys, what your thoughts. Again, I know it's like a copy and paste, a rinse and repeat kind of program, exactly like the same format. But hey, man, I feel like what they said that they're trying to do is trying to just make it more streamlined. You guys got used to the program for of course, Nightfall. Don't want to change it too much that it's all complicated, and make everything simplistic and make it that you guys know what you're doing when you jump into this new program. Don't want anybody lost or anything like that. So, yeah. That is going to be our program. Like I said, I do like that they did add the plus packs, but of course, why not just have it in a regular pack or like a regular set? Why do we have to differentiate to spend more? I know they did this in the last program as well, with, what was the one with Randy Moss? I'm already forgetting what that program was called. But yeah, they did that there. But hey, it is what it is, guys. Tell me, guys, what your thoughts about Carnevil. I think that's how you pronounce it. But thank you guys so much for watching. You guys are going to tune into for everything Madden Mobile, and that's right here on the channel. Always stay hype, and I'll catch you guys soon. Peace.
What's up?